Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of the Game 7 Weekend Preview. I am your host, Brian French, and we have another big weekend of Game 7 baseball in the state of Missouri, and also another big weekend down in Tennessee. Southwest Missouri, Game 7 has a one-day event going on with a 10U Open division, and in Festus, just south of us here, about, 45 minutes?
Maybe give or take.
Yep. They have the AAA Game 7 State Championships being held at Sunset Park and West City Park. They've got the 9U, 10U, 11U, and 13U divisions playing down there this weekend, vying for a state championship in the AAA divisions. So good luck to all those teams vying for that. Have a lot of fun. Jody Witt in Tennessee has the state championships being held in the Nashville area for Game 7. 115 teams in that state championship series, and the state warm-up is another tournament with 24 teams down there also in the Nashville area. Nashville's nice. We were down there and played.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got great dirt.
Great dirt.
It really does.
Yeah, there you go. Great dirt. There, you're playing in the dirt, right?
Always.
They had one venue. We played a few venues down there. It was clay, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's really hard to get out of your pants. Pro tip, go to a power washer. Right after a game, power wash your pants. It'll get it out.
We don't call him the best crack engineer in the business for nothing right there. There you go. A little baseball tip for you moms. Go to the car wash, right?
Yeah, car wash, any power washer really. If you have a power washer or something like that, it'll get it right out.
Don't you use the borax? Isn't one of the borax the best things? Or just you can power wash it right out of there and it won't stain without soap?
Usually if you just power wash it, then wash it normally, once you get home, it'll get it out.
Wow, there you go. Tip for the day. Here in the Lou, we have to say it one more time. Ready?
Let's go Blues!
One more time, baby. Great championship run for the Blues. That was a lot of fun. Lauren and I, we were coming back from Springfield and listened to the first two periods on the radio. And once they scored those first two goals, I was like, it's ours. Oh, yeah. Especially with the fact that we scored those two goals on 4 shots, and they had like 15 shots in the first period. It was just crazy. And then finishing off, it was we got home, got a chance to watch the third period, saw the celebration, heard the fireworks booming, everybody and their mother playing Gloria, and it was just fun. Great job. Hey, congratulations to the St. Louis Blues, the NHL Stanley Cup champions. That's wild to say. They lifted up
First time ever.
And I don't hear anybody call it like this, but when I was growing up, it was always called Lord Stanley's Cup. And that's what it is, Lord Stanley's Cup. They get their name etched on there and travel around with it. It's a lot of fun. Although on the other end of the spectrum here in St. Louis, the Cardinals are riding the struggle bus.
Hard.
If it wasn't for the big start, they wouldn't be around 500.
Oh, no, they'd be closer to 300, I would say.
Yeah, they'd be closer to the Miami Marlins record.
Yeah. And,
I don't understand. I do. I still don't think we have a bat in the lineup that we need. I hope that Goldschmidt gets going. The pitching, we'll just see. We'll have to see. Last night was a fiasco. I mean, I'm glad we tied it in the top of the ninth, but man, that was a mess. That was just a mess. The rain come down. They didn't know whether to put the tarp on, or they were dumping Diamond Dry on it like it was, pouring milk on cereal. It was crazy. Anywho, well, here in the Lou, guys, we got the Father's Day Classic going at Ozzie Smith's in Woodland Sports Complex. There's also going to be another turf championship held out at Lindenwood University for the 11U AAA major divisions. You check out the ticker. It's going on right now. Justin's got that going. check out the venue for your age division below. It's all there, okay? It's Father's Day weekend, and being a father myself, I always enjoyed this weekend. Had a lot of great memories with my son at the ballpark, my wife and daughter coming and hanging out at the ballpark on this weekend, watching baseball, playing baseball. It was always a lot of fun. So if you have a memory you would like to share with us on the tournament wrap-up show, go to our community page. Justin has got the URL up there. Go to the Game 7 video upload link. Whether it's a photo or video, doesn't really matter. Upload your memory. We'd love to share that on our tournament wrap-up show. Please, if it's from this weekend or a weekend past, that'd be great. We're looking forward to being out this Sunday and getting some great action, talking to dads about their sons and daughters. We'll have a lot of fun. At this point, we want to recognize our partner, Cool Bats. If you're looking for a trophy bat or an individual or team commemorative bat, go to coolbats.com. Check out what they have. Check out their lineup there. They've got different applications. The artwork is great. You've seen the artwork on the Cool Bats that we have. Check out what they can do for you. Jeff Jones, his group down there, do a great job. We'll be giving out our top award again this weekend, sponsored by Cool Bats in our Spotlight division. This award's given out to an individual who reflects character, commitment to the community, both on and off the field. And last week, it was a lot of fun giving it out to that 7-year-old Ben Sinart. Great job. I know, like I said, learning that character, and I thought those coaches were doing a great job. They were great with those kids. Watching all those coaches with those 7 years, I mean, it's competitive. Coaches are competitive, but I think they did a great job with those kids. I had a lot of fun watching that. So, thanks to Cool Bats for sponsoring this award. And our Spotlight division this week is going to be the 15U. So we're going to take a minute here and look at the 15U division and see who's competing this weekend in our Spotlight division. What do you say, Justin?
Sounds like a great plan.
I thought it was a great plan myself. They're going to be playing out at Ozzy's this weekend on Field A. You've got the Brick City Blast coming to us from Huber Heights, Ohio. The Brick City Blast from Huber Heights, Ohio. Wow, that's great. Derek Lawson, the head coach there. We got the Central Missouri Phenom. Coach Chris Terry's bringing his kids over from Jefferson City Mo. You're familiar. We got some folks that you played with, some kids on your college team that were part of that program, yeah?
Yeah, one of my good buddies is one of the head coaches of that program, yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. That would be
Grayson Peniston.
Shout out to Grayson Peniston, coaching out there at the Central Missouri Phenom group there. So good luck to you guys with that. We got Coach Lynn Hart Jr. bringing out his 15U Missouri Gators. Coach Hart, big shout out, friend of the show there. Don Rogers bringing his 14U Rawlings Extreme team that was just down at playing at Hammond's Field. They're a good ball club. That's a good team. So they're going to have their hands full, though, competing up. Always a challenge. I love to see coaches challenging their squads. I really do. We got the Southern Illinois Drillers coming again. They've been in a few tournaments. They were at the Game 7 Memorial Day Classic and the June Classic. So from Mount Vernon, Illinois, coming over to play. I believe that is Coach Bob Sirtek, I believe is how you pronounce it. Sirtak. If I blew that, Coach, let me know. Always want to make sure we get the names correct here. We've got the St. Louis Pros, Coach Ratterman, Coach Ratterman bringing his squad over out of St. Louis, Missouri. So that rounds out our 15U field. You got 2, 4, 6 teams competing out there. Looks like we got a championship game at 4 p.m. on Sunday afternoon with 2 semifinals, noon and 2. So we're looking forward to that. seeing what we can do. Now
we're going to the opposite side of the spectrum this week from last week.
Yeah, we are 7U to 15U.
We had the little dudes last week. Now we're going to the big dudes.
Go to the big dudes. We haven't done the 15U yet. They just come into that. So we're
coming out of high school. Uh-huh.
Right. So all those kids playing that way. The 10U AA division got some good squads. Don Rogers got a 10U team in this. They're playing out at Woodlands this weekend, so we won't be out there. We're going to be at Ozzy's, and you got the 11U AA division out at Woodlands as well, along with the 11U Open division, and the 12U Open division is going to be out at Ozzy's. You got some that 12U Open division. Woohoo! I love the 12U division this year. They've got some good squads. You've got the Louisville Slugger Aces from Moscow Mills coming out. That would be Coach Chad Twellman bringing his squad. Central Illinois Swing, always a good. Midmo Astros. The Midmo Astros, that's a good club. They're looks like 8-2 in Game 7 tournament play. So I don't think we've had. I want to look here. I don't think we've had the Midmo Astros. They were at the Spring Super Regional, which I believe was in Columbia, and then Best of the Midwest down in Branson. So this is their first time over in St. Louis. So I'm looking forward to seeing that Midmo Astros team. They look pretty good. I love this one. Here we go. Here's another great name, baseball.
Adding it to your list.
Adding it to the list. We've got the Snot Rockets was the first one. I love the Snot Rockets. We got the Lug Nuts, right? And what was the other one we had?
The Woodchucks.
Love the Woodchucks. And we have the Midwest Mafia.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Out of Chatham, Illinois. Midwest Mafia. I love that, man. So now we've got, our list is growing. Snot Rockets, Lug Nuts, Woodchucks, and now Mafia. That's great stuff, man. Missouri Gators got a couple teams in this. Coach Wynn and Coach Quills are bringing their squads out. The Missouri Razorbacks. Rawlings Extreme. Coach Nick Post has got his kids coming out. Always good quality squads there. The St. Louis Prospects got a couple teams. Coach Thomas. And we have Coach Reed bringing their squads out. Of course, Coach Hartman, his St. Louis Dynamite Black. I mean, they have lost one game in Game 7 tournament play. They're that's 8, 9, 10, 11-1.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
I'll tell you, that's a good squad. They're a good quality squad. They play hard. They can hit the ball. So tough one there. Coach Meddy, his St. Louis Force Elite coming out. Good group of kids there. They've got a good a solid Game 7 record. There's 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. They're 11 and what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7. 11, 7, and 1 in Game 7 tournament play. So we got some good quality squads coming out. Been playing a lot of Game 7 baseball. Coach Drury bringing out his Gamers Gray. We saw them out at Ellisville a couple weeks ago in the championship game against Perfect Timing. They had a really good tournament out there. Coach Drury, shout out to you guys. Good quality squad there. They've got, look at that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins in Game 7 tournament play. So quality squads out here. It's going to be a good tournament. I think we got one more. We got two more here. Team Illini is bringing their 12U squad over. They've got a good quality squad. And the Young Bucks out of Festus, Missouri, bringing up his AAA team, Coach Rick Gartner. They've done very well. Look at that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wins in tournament play. So, hey, man, better bring your lunch in that 12U division right there, guys. Great stuff. 13U AA is going to be at Ozzy's as well. You've got Gateway Junior Grizzlies, Midwest Thunder, Quincy Cardinals, 2 Rawlings Tigers, cut a couple of Rawlings Extreme, and the St. Louis Naturals. That 13U Open Division out at Ozzy's. Inside Edge, Coach Brad Woods from Lee Summit, Missouri, bringing his squad over from the Kansas City area. Mudcats Red, I believe that's a Hannibal. Yep, coming down from Hannibal to play against the Rawlings Tigers Black. Coach Oswald, the Prospects, Coach Bryan, that's a good squad right there. Coach J.B. Bryan, they're 6-2 in Game 7 tournament play. They were also in that in a group a couple weeks ago we watched. They were right in the mix there. St. Louis Gamers, this Gamers Gray team, this is their first time in Game 7 tournament play, so we're looking forward to that. That's a major team right there. Then our 14U AA, also out at Woodlands. They're out at Woodlands. And then our 14U Open Division out at Ozzy's playing on Field B. You got Inside Edge coming over from the Kansas City area, Coach Dickerson. The KC Crew, another Kansas City team. Brandon Maddox, coach there. Numeli Vikings Blue, Rawlings Tigers, Coach Johns, that's a good squad. Coach Johns has a good team. Rawlings Extreme Heath, St. Louis Prospects, Coach Reed. Storm Baseball out of Baldwin, Missouri. Good, rounding out a good open field right there. And then, of course, our 15U. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun out there. A lot of good baseball out at Ozzy. So looking forward to that for Father's Day weekend. So without further ado, we've got 105 teams total playing in the Game 7 tournaments in the state of Missouri this weekend. 139 teams playing down in Game 7 tournaments in Tennessee, which is a total of 244 teams playing this weekend in Game 7 tournaments. Guys, that's awesome. Jody Witt, Dave and Dave, all the guys, thank you. Big thank you for supporting Game 7 baseball. Just want to remind everybody how many umpires it takes to play that many games. You know me. We've got to really respect each other. It's a lot of baseball being played, so when you're out at the venues this weekend, take the time to thank the umpires. You know, we always talk about umpires and Blues always get bashed for missing a call. They miss calls from time to time. It happens. Try not to. Nobody's trying to miss calls. Just remember respect on both ends. Umpires too. Umpires got to respect the coach trying to defend his team. You know, you can't always just let stuff go. You got to ask. Got to ask the question. We can't argue balls and strikes. Coaches, don't ask where that was at. It evidently wasn't a strike. So learn how. Those catchers got to learn how to communicate with the Blue. Find out where that is. Right. What's he calling? Where's he at? Those are the things, learning the game and how those things, that even is at the major league level. You talk about that all the time, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's always the catcher that is the one communicating with the umpire.
And your experience in college baseball, your catcher really had to have that work with that Blue behind the plate for working for you, yeah?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that makes a big impact on the game. It's not the coaches, especially once you get to the higher levels, even in high school, college. It's not the coaches that are communicating with the umpires. It's the catcher, because the catcher is the captain of the field. There
you go. And he's got to really learn how to work with that Blue, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's another tip there, Coach, is really making sure that you're teaching those catchers how to communicate with the umpire, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's a huge thing, especially once you get older and get into the more competitive levels.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a great tip for you guys. And coaches, umpires, hey, a lot of respect on both sides. We need to respect each other. Make sure we understand everybody's out there competing. Everybody's working hard to create a quality environment for our youth. And that's what this is about. We don't want the kids on the streets, right? We want them out there playing baseball. But if we're out there playing baseball, let's make sure that it's the right environment. We're teaching respect. We're teaching that character building stuff, and we have to learn how to handle those things in a professional manner. That doesn't mean coaches can't question a call. I'm all for it. As a coach, I've been a coach. I've questioned calls. So it has to. It happens. You're protecting your team, and that's the way it is. So Blues on the other side have to respect the coaches for that. Just as long as things don't get carried away. It's what it is, guys. It's baseball. So with that being said, we covered a lot of ground, didn't we? We chewed up some fat there. Hope, it's what we talk about. It's going to be a great weekend of baseball, guys. And from all of us here at REP, have a great day in the Lord. Excuse me. And enjoy the games. And we're going to see you at the ballpark.